I'm live if you want to go watch. Alrighty. Good morning, good evening, good night. What it is for you guys? It's Gooch Gaming HD. I am live again on Roblox. We are streaming B Grove County Fire and Rescue. Basically B Grove County RP. This is a RP stream. RP game that is created by myself and a buddy of mine named Jack. Jack does all the studio stuff because I don't have it, but I have the ideas. So I'm the brains. He's the well. But I figured I'd stream it. We are looking for members. Basically, B Grove County is mainly fire and rescue or fire and EMS. There is civilian, but there is no LEO. I don't plan on doing any LEO at any point in time. But we only have fire and fire EMS and rescue. Fire EMS rescue and civilian. Civilian would be more or less for the aspect of calls, whether you're a victim in a structure fire or the victim of an MBA. We do. That's the only reason we have civilian. We don't have any civilian cars you can drive. You just be mainly kind of like using on a call. This is a private RP, so when you join the Discord, which I will have in the description of the video when this goes up on YouTube, it'll be you do have to fill out an application and you have to be a certain age and go through an interview process, just like everybody else that's currently in there had to. Right now we do have all of our officer positions for the department filled. Jack is Chief 10 or 10-1. He's the head chief. I'm Chief 10-2, which is the assistant or deputy chief. And then we have a captain, captain and a lieutenant for the department. It's one whole department as a whole, but fire and EMS are the same entity in this game, so they have two different stations, but we're one department as a whole. So some of the other fire department rigs that couldn't fit in this station are sitting down at the EMS station. So when we do a call, if we have to go down there to pick something up, we will do that. So basically, we have in all, we have, I believe, 2 engines, 2 tankers, a mini pumper, which is kind of a mini engine, if you will, but it's more or less like a brush truck, but it's a mini pumper. We have a heavy rescue squad, which is in the left bay, a hazmat trailer, an antique engine, an ATV, 2 ambulances, one being ALS, one BLS, and a squad, EMS squad for additional rescue. So basically, this station, this is the main fire station, Station 10. From, like I said, from left to right, rescues in the left bay. The bay that I'm standing in front of is EMS 10, which is our EMS support vehicle for medical calls. Only high priority calls that goes to. It's just kind of got extra EMS gear and stuff like that in it. Behind the EMS 10, which you can barely see with the glow, is, I believe, Tanker 10-2. Right, Jack? Oh, he must not be. Okay, so scratch that. The only rig we have in here is 10-1. 10-2 is still being lettered in the studio. So 10-1, Tanker 10-1. We have 2 tankers, but one's not in. Tanker 10-1's in the back. I'll show you guys what each truck looks like after I'm done doing this. Then we have in the far right bay, we have engine 10-1 and engine 10-2. You can't see 10-2, 10-1 in the back. But yeah, I'll get to showing you this here. Let me go out of the photo mode. The game is kind of choppy in the lag, but we are working on that. This game's still a work in progress almost all the time. So this is Rescue 10. It's got the lettering on it. We have a flag in the grill. It says B Grove Rescue 10. It is a heavy rescue. Some trucks have different sirens. Some have the same. This is, like I said, EMS 10. Just like I said, it's got EMS gear. Only fits 2 people. This is Tanker 10. Well, 10-1. If I said 10-2 is still out. It's a nice tanker. It's just one of those large saddle tank type of tankers. This is mini pumper 10. This is for all the brush fires and stuff like that. And additional, as it being a pumper, it's kind of a mini engine, so it could go to a fire, but we have 2 engines for that. This is engine 10-1. It's an older style engine. And it has a lot of good sirens on it. And then this is engine 10-2. We don't have it lettered as engine 10-2, but this is before we decided to make double trucks. This was the solo engine we had in the game. This game has gone through 3 different maps, but we've settled on the one we have now. But this is the original engine 10. It's definitely more specced out than all the other trucks. We do have, like I said, being a B Grove, it's got the black and yellow wrapped all the way around it, as well as I think the B on the back of it. Yes. We had this custom made. Let me back up so it'd come back. There we go. We had it custom made. Somebody that's in our Discord named Vincent, he customly made it for us. So it's a B with buff arms, and it's got the B Grove 10 helmet on. I believe it's on the back of the rescue as well, and it's on the back of the EMS unit, and I believe the back of the tanker too. So it's on most of the trucks. At the other EMS station, or the EMS station / additional fire, we do have more units there. Yep. Hold on. We do have another chief vehicle over here as well. This is Chief 10. This is Chief 10-2. This is actually my vehicle, but I don't really use it. I more or less focus on driving additional rigs. But we'll get to showing you the other stuff. The reason why I'm getting in here is we're looking for members. So this will be kind of like an introduction on this YouTube to the game. We're all going to play it here. We're going to do a couple calls just so you can show the aspect of the map and how things work. Like I said, this is Jack right here. Jack is the chief of this. It's like, so we do have custom shirts and stuff. Oh, he's waving at you. We do have custom shirts. Vincent made them. You can buy them for 5 Roblox each. The chief ones are off limits, of course, because if you're not a chief officer, you're not going to be wearing it. But there is a long sleeve sweatshirt. It says 10 House with a B on the front, and there's also a short sleeve shirt, just like this, same color, same aspect, but it's short sleeve. And then I think there's a pair of there's a paramedic shirt. So if you decide to, when you join the game, you want to be more EMS than fire, there's paramedic shirts. And then I think we have paramedic pants. They have the B Grove thing down the side, and then there's like a telescope and a pen in your pocket with a badge on the hip. It's just like the person that made it has it set like that. So like I said, it's only 5 Roblox, so if you decide to get in and you want to look fancy like everybody else, we try to look oriented, so try to wear something that involves FD when you're in game. If you own shirts that say, just say fire department, it doesn't say another department name, but just says fire department or has the fire department symbol on it. Because in the game, like I said, our bunker gear, you can see what you're wearing under it. So if I put my bunker pants on, it still shows the shirt. You can still see it. Even when I put on the bunker coat, I can take the bunker coat off and on, so you're wearing just your bunker pants. Or I can wear just my bunker coat, not my bunker pants. Let me show you what we look like fully, all decked out. So when you have your bunker coat on, you don't have to have your radio on because it's already under your coat, see? And then of course we have air pack, hood. Where's our mask here? You can put fire gloves on, or you can put medical gloves on, so we have all that kind of stuff. We have a vest. There we go, there's the mask. So it's still a little different because Roblox did delete like the mesh for the helmet, so this one had to be customly made by Jack for the game. So of course you do see that there's kind of like a misconception with the helmet, but obviously we try to look past that and just know that we're wearing a mask, and that's how it works. So we're pretty much decked out. It's MSA pack. Like I said, you could take everything off, and you can go all the way down to just doing, medical. We put a hat on with the EMS bag. So this is our our medical response. So it's pretty cool. So like I said, we're gonna get into doing a couple calls. But I appreciate everybody watching to see how this game works. Like I said, we'll be accepting applications, and it will be in the description of the video. The Discord link to join B Grove. Basically, what's gonna happen is if you do join, like I said, this is a mature, certain age to interview. The game will be off limits when we are not doing shifts. So we announce shifts. We don't do them every day because some people are busy, more or less. But most of the time, it's just about every day. Lately, we've been doing them like once a week because we only have, I think, myself, Jack, our captain, our lieutenant, and like 4 other firefighters. So we haven't done them often because we don't have that many members and we don't really get that many people showing up. Like the first shift that we did since the game has opened with the new map, I think we had 3 people, me, Jack, and our captain. But like I said, that's why we're looking for members so we can get in and do a shift where there's 10 people and every rig's got a driver and can go out the door. But we do lead all types of calls, from trees down to brush fires to medicals to structure fires to building fires to uh, missing persons, wood rescues, anything like that. So it'll be a great game for you. But the game is off limits when there is no shift, just so we don't have people in here driving the trucks around and crashing them and throwing them into the water. And yeah, basically. So we are in service now. You all good there, Jack? Haven't heard you. Okay. Oh, we do have a house siren as well. I forgot to mention that. It does go off when we do calls and stuff like that. Not all the time do we hit it right away. It's on the billboard here. It only goes off once when we hit it. You can't really hear it that well, but it's there. When you're in game and you have the volume up, you'll hear it. It's a nice fire station. It's very crammed though. We had to get as many trucks as we could in this. Gear is in the back, like I said. Each gear back there. So the helmets are custom, but the only ones that are really actually custom are like custom are the officers, the chiefs and the captain, lieutenant. You can't see them here because they do kind of fall apart. But this is the probationary, firefighter, lieutenant, captain, chief. Each helmet all has the B Grove symbols. Like I said, if you've seen my helmet, let me see if I can zoom in here and show you guys. My helmet says, let me take my hat off because it's interfering. Mine says Deputy Chief B Grove 10-2. This is Gucci Gaming in the small lid under it. You can barely kind of see it, but it's there. Our lieutenant's name is One King, so his says One King. Our captain is Cowboy, so his says Cowboy on it. Jack's says Jay Davison, which is his name. Mine says Gucci Gaming, but the probationary firefighter, you just have the lid. You don't have the name tag under because too many firefighters. We can't make every single person that's a member of the community a custom helmet. So it's only the officers that have the custom named helmets. But it still has the B Grove lid with the 10 in the middle, and it does say firefighter under it, I believe. Well, we do, like I said, we don't always do constant calls. We only have like a few occasions when we're doing shifts. And like I said, they range from anything, from MBAs to fires. So we normally just sit around the station. Looks like we're getting a call here now. Dispatch is dispatching us. Received. Received. Alright, so we're getting dispatched to a one-car MVA off the road. Vehicles reported to be on fire. Unknown if anybody's been trapped inside. Being that it's on fire, we do not have hose on the rescue, so the engine's going to go first. Rescue right behind it. I don't normally wear my helmet in the truck because sometimes it meshes through and it'll mess up. So we'll just wear everything else except for that. So each truck does have an aspect on it where you have to turn it on for it to drive. So there are buttons. Every truck has it except for the mini pumper, the tanker, and the EMS unit. Every other truck has it. Engine 10-1 B Grove. Or sorry, engine 10-2. Engine 10-2 B Grove. You can show engine 10-2 en route. Chief 10-2 as well. Received. Go ahead. Received. Alright, I'm on scene. We do have to put the park in, the truck in park, because it'll go down the hill. Stoner Queen 420, so let's go. What's up, Stoner Queen? Welcome to the stream. Engine 10-2, Chief 10-2 on scene. I have one vehicle off the roadway, sitting on the hillside, on fire. We should be all set if you can have the rescue roll. Received. So we do have smoke showing here. We have an attack line over here. The airbags are deployed. Chief 10-2 dispatch, we have no victims in the vehicle. That's negative. BGFR Ambo can stand down. Chief 10-2, water on a fire at this time. Go ahead. Chief 10-2's on for dispatch. Received. This thing is fighting me, I tell you what. Go ahead. Yeah, rescue, you can stand by in the station. Chief 10-2 dispatch. Fire's out at this time. Chief 10-2 dispatch. We do have a fuel tank rupture on the vehicle if you can have the rescue respond on emergency. Alright. That's fine. Here, let me get a photo of this here. There we go. Like I said, the game does have, so if you're a big photo taker and you like to take photos as much as I do, the game, we do have, if you have keyboard, of course, we do have a camera mode. It's kind of touchy, but it's shift C, so like I said, that's how I can take my photos. So like I said, now you can see my lid a little bit better. It says my actual name. Chief 10-2 dispatch. Tow is on scene. They have sandbags. They're gonna deal with the fuel. If you want to put rescue 10 in service, B Grove is going to be clearing the scene. Back in service. B Grove engine 10. 10-2. Chief 10-2, engine 10-2, we're both going to be clearing the scene. Back in service. Alright, so we're going to go down to the EMS station so you guys can see that. I'm going to take the engine down here. So we do not actually have a tow in the game, but we do have, which you'll see when I get to the EMS station. The vehicle's a little touchy, so don't mind the engine going off the road there. If you go a little too fast and you veer to the right with the driving aspect, it'll send you into the grass. That'll happen occasionally on stream, so don't believe that I'm not a very bad driver of these trucks. Just know it takes some really hard concentration. You can't go too fast, or the vehicle will bottom out. But the squad unit, like I said, you will see the units at the station. The squad does have a, well, just had a brain fart. It has a tow hitch. Oh, car winch, yes. Car winch. Our mini pumper also has one that still works. Yes. Yeah, it's on the front. We were, after you left game, so everybody, I'm talking to Jack. You can't hear him through because we're on the Discord. I'm on the Discord through the Xbox, which you can't hear him. But myself and the captain were still in game after he left our shift the other night because his computer died. We had to winch the engine out of the water, and we used both the squad and the mini pumper. Both winches worked. The squad can also haul the trailer, the hazmat trailer. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to park out back because there's a bigger area to park rather than parking there. But that was station 28. So like I said, there's station 10, which is the fire station. Station 28's the EMS rescue and stuff. So, like I said, we always try to be as precise as possible. So when the call comes out or something like that, and you're at EMS, you'll just come over dispatch and say station 28 acknowledges and stuff like that, so that we don't continuously hit the tone, because we use a bot and we play radio tone and stuff like that until somebody answers. This is the rear, like I said, this is where the fire stuff's parked in the back. EMS all stuff is all parked out front. So this is just the additional area here. We will occasionally do trainings mid shift sometimes. So maybe this might be where we do a few trainings and stuff like that. We just bring the rigs down and park them out back. We plan on putting a training center in the game. It'll probably be behind the EMS station. But we'll definitely know more closer we get to having more people in here. Like I said, the game occasionally lags, but it's not bad. I can put my air pack back on and remove it. I had the mask. Mask's still on me there. have to go all the way around the front, I think. Is there a door out back? No, there's not. You have to go all the way to the front to open the door here. Like I said, the game is very choppy, but we're working on that. Sometimes things are in the game that lag it. Maybe it's too many trees, or maybe it's your internet. Like I said, sometimes, as you see, I'm walking normal. Sometimes I'll be walking lag. It happens occasionally in some spots of the map, but it's not frequent. You don't go full freeze. So here is Station 28. There's 6 rigs in here. This is our antique engine. We do not use the antique engine for active firefighting or fire calls. The antique engine's simply for looks and parade. When we do like parades for July 4th, and we might do a Christmas parade coming up here in a few days. So stay tuned for that. It'll probably be on the channel. This is ATV-10. It does not have a trailer on it because we don't have a moving trailer. Basically, the ATV will respond as if it's a regular car. It'll go down the road just as an ATV. This is the hazmat trailer. It does have the thing on the back here. So not necessarily the mini pumper. Aside from having the winch, we don't use the winch to tow the trailer. The trailer actually moves when it's connected. It's a working trailer. It has stuff in it. I'll show you that in a second. But this is what I'm pointing at here, the ball on the thing. The ball is also on the back of the mini pumper. So we can back the mini pumper up. The balls touch. That sounded wrong. But the things do connect, and then it connects and it keeps the 2 vehicles as one entity, so that the mini pumper moves, the trailer hauls with it. But what we've realized since Shift, just testing some things out, is that you can take the winch on the back of the squad, and you can put the winch hook on the ball, and then move it to where it's like the trailer's just about to the back of the squad. Stop it, but keep it connected, and you can pull the trailer with the squad. Yeah, so that's another truck. If the mini pumper's out of service on another call and we need the trailer for something, that's another truck that can take it. The B Grove, this is Hazmat 10. Hazmat 10 is just the trailer with stuff in it. We do have the symbol on the side. It is labeled Hazmat 10. The door does come open in the back. We just have different stuff in here. Hazardous tools, cleanup and stuff like that. Radio, as well as command post area for if we do any high priority calls. So like I said, it took a long time to find the trailer. We were always looking for a trailer to work, and we found one, and we've been using it ever since. With the EMS rigs, now that's all the fire rigs that we have. There is additional chief car, which is not in game right now, but it belongs to Jack. You might see him use it occasionally, but most of the time we're driving the trucks because membership is at a low time right now. So finding drivers for the rigs is usually the people that are in game. We do have different trainings that you can do, like you can do exterior, interior, paramedic, EMT, search and rescue, hazmat ops. We have real life trainings that you can go through, and we sit down in the station and go over them in like the Discord, and like we'll sit there and like I said, we'll be in the Discord, and like me or Jack or something like that, we have something open on our phones and we're reading out, training you guys to get to know the actual stuff IRL, and then you'll actually get a role in the Discord stating that you have that certification. We do it as much as we can. So like I said, right, when you join, you become a probationary exterior firefighter, where if you want to do just EMS, you'll become a EMT automatically, just because we need as many people as we can get. But you'll rank up through trainings and stuff like that. The higher you get, the more certifications, That's basically how we do it. This right here, back to the rigs, this is the EMS rigs. This is ALS 28, which is the Advanced Life Support Unit. So any high priority calls like chokings, cardiac arrest, heart attacks, anything that's high priority, that's life-threatening, the ALS goes. Normally, we sometimes take the BLS unit right behind it if we have an additional crew, but most of the time it's just ALS going. But if it is a cardiac arrest, BLS goes for basic life support, ALS falls behind for being the advanced life support. So both rigs go to cardiac arrest. This is Squad 28 right here. Let me open the door so you guys can see it the whole way. This is Squad 28. It's a GMC, Chevrolet GMC. It's a squad unit. This is for rescues, whether it's high angle, low angle rescues, vehicle accidents. We just need an additional rescue on the scene. It has the aspects of being for like entrapments and stuff like that, and rescue calls. So if we have a call where it's like an MVA with entrapment, if we have enough people, it'll basically be Engine 10, Rescue 10, the squad, and then the BLS unit with the ALS following behind if we have enough people. And then I said this is over here. This is A28. A28 is the BLS unit, basic life support. The ambulances are not the same. One's bigger than the other, but they both have the same siren aspect. One's just ALS, one's BLS. But that's basically it. And this is like this is the station. So some people will be housed over here. Some will be housed over at the other station. But like I said, with being that both departments are in one whole entity, it means that we both work together in the same department. Um, Most people will get EMT. Like when you join, you become paramedic, firefighter, EMT, most likely. Oh no, we won't put that on the helmet for that because you're basically doing firefighting, but we have the EMT rigs because they're kind of also B Grove. They belong to the same entity. Um, but there will be people, I'm sure, that join that want to do strictly EMS or strictly fire, which we can make that happen. But you will still be housed over here. But the people that want to do strictly fire and are housed over here will only be able to be here for the ATV, and of course, that's about it. So most likely, if you want to be strictly EMS, you'll be housed over here. There might be a time where we have the EMS 10 or the mini pumper housed here, and we take a rig from here, whether that's the ATV or the hazmat trailer, and that gets sent up to Station 10 in place of it. But yeah, that's basically about it. Like I said, we've been waiting on a call here. I just thought I'd show you guys, see what every rig we have and what we have to offer here. We try to do everything as professional and realistic as possible. Sometimes things happen that we can't control. Alright, getting toned out here. Station 28, EMS, we acknowledge, will be in route momentarily. Yeah. Hold on, wait for me. Wait for me. Don't leave me. Received. Dispatch A28. Dispatch show A28. We're gonna be en route to that fall call. Is there gonna be emergency or non-emergency response? You say we'll go non-emergency. Very nice. Took the wrong turn. Nice going. Oh, did you put a car dealership over here? I didn't see. This is new. New to me. Like I said, we add new things to the game every day. Whether it's as small as a gas station, to a school, to a commercial building, just to give the game more life. Some buildings are accessible, like we can walk into it and actually do things. Some are not. Most houses are in here there are, like I said, there's houses here, which are 2-story, and then there's 1-story houses, and then there's a couple barn houses. There's all types of stuff on here. Oh, I don't know why I'm standing on top there. Received A28 on scene. We do have a working stretcher in the back of both ambulances. Forgot to mention that. You can open the door and you can click on the stretcher and it comes out. You can't take it into the house with you, sadly, but it can. We do have the stretcher thing right here, which kind of is basically the same thing. Oh, sorry. Whoa, you okay there? You tripped? Okay. I'm grabbing the life if I can get in here. Alright. Victim right here, he said he fell. Now he's up on the couch, just looking for a check over. How's it going, sir? Can you hear me? I'm gonna check your vitals. Okay, it seems pretty normal. 155 over 86. I mean, it's a little high, but it's kind of in the normal range. Yes. Alright, well, we're gonna transport this guy here. I'll drive. You wanna go back in with him? You see it? 828 dispatch. 828 is gonna be transporting 1 to B Grove Hospital. Hold on. Yeah, that's happening. The driving aspect got stuck. So that'll occasionally happen, but not happening often. I was in the middle seat, my bad. So we try to be realistic, but sometimes things happen. Received. So we're transporting to B Grove Hospital. We do have a hospital in here. Eventually, we're trying to still find it, but we do have the plans of putting a helicopter in here. So when we do helicopter flyouts, an actual working helicopter will fly into a landing zone and pick up the patient, stuff like that. But right now it's not in game. As well, back to the whole fire department thing. In time, we do have a working host script that we purchased. And basically what happens is you can actually hook a supply line to a hydrant, and then you can also run a and it actually like flops. So it looks like as if it was a real hose. It doesn't like normal trucks have the hose, the supply thing where it kind of just hangs. The supply line actually touches the ground and like looks like it's real, as well as an attack line script, as well as the supply script being the same. The hose line, as you move, it drops to the ground, and like if you went and walked in a house, it'll line across the floor, and you take a left and go up the stairs. The hose will actually drop on the floor and go left and like make a little turn. But we don't have it in right now. The fire trucks will probably get it soon, because each truck, the rescue won't get it, but it'll probably be both the engines and the mini pumper will only get it. Tanker will get it for the supply line, but we won't use it for the attack line. It says a working hose grip, and you can actually shoot water out of it. Ooh, bear with me here. See, it's like I said, if you go a little too fast, that's why we try to do driving the best we can. Sometimes the game is a little iffy, and if you go like anything, I think over like 35, 40. Anything 35, 40, you will, and then you try to take a left or a right, it'll veer you off and send you into the grass. We don't expect everybody to be the best at driving, but when you are in game, and we try to keep it realistic and not go driving off road. This corner is always touchy. Once you kind of come around here in an ambulance, it usually goes 20 miles an hour until we pass over the bridge, and it accelerates again. Like I said, we have anything from Dollar Generals to dollar stores to advanced auto parts, car dealerships, um, all types of stuff in here. We do have 2 ponds, so when we're doing fires, tankers and engines can go to a fill site of the pond. So the game's really outspec'd. It took us what, I think a month and 3 weeks to get the game all settled and everything added in for the game to be open. So it's only been open for about 3 or 4 days now. That's why we're looking for membership. So basically, if you guys watch my channel a lot, if you've ever seen the Addison RP, I did like one video on it. That was a game that Jack and I also ran, which the game kind of just died. So the game's no longer open, no longer a thing. 828 dispatch, show us out at B Grove Hospital. Okay. Dispatch, show 828. Clear of the hospital. We're going to be returning to station. So like I said, that was simple fire call that we had with the vehicle on fire there in the woods. Obviously we have from that call to this call, which is, a small fall call, EMS. Like I said, we range the calls very differently. Some are different than the other. Oh, that doesn't look good. Did you see what I saw? EMS 10 flipped. Oh, you did it? Okay. I figured as much. So like I said, sometimes, especially for the call we just did, which is the BLS fall call, we won't send the first responders, which is the EMS 10 with firefighters in it. We only send that when it's high priority. So fire and EMS don't always go to the call at the same time together, but sometimes they do. So I mean, even though if you're somebody that just wants to do fire only, you're still expected to respond to the call. Even if you just stand there and drive, or you just stand there and hand some bags over. But we do expect everybody to participate in each roleplay scenario. Go ahead, EMS 10. We see EMS 10 out of service for maintenance. So that stuff happens too. So basically what he's just saying now is because that EMS 10 did a wonky janky in the station, the tire fell off, so we can't drive it. But when stuff like that happens in the game, say we're doing shift and you're an EMS 10 and it accidentally goes off the side into the water and off the map, you will just say dispatch such and such is out of service, the unit, and we'll just find a replacement to respond, like whether it's the mini pumper or something else. Ooh, I just passed the station because I'm going 60 and for some reason the brakes won't slow down. I had to back way up on that. I don't know why it didn't slow down. B Grove 828. 828 is back in the station. Available. I jumped out too quick and it put it back in the front there. Alright, so sometimes you gotta go forward and go back. I see now. There we go. I should be able to close the door now. Should be peeking out. It's peeking out. Son of a gun. There we go. Now, close it. So like I said, each rig, well, mainly just the, I think the EMS rigs, ALS and the BLS unit, have the EMS thing on it, which is also custom made by Vincent. So this is B Grove EMS. Like I said, I think it's ALS and BLS that have them on there, yeah. We do have another, like I said, that's on the the hazmat unit, and the antique engine is another B Grove thing that was added. Aside from just the B itself, is also the department patch. Like I said, to show you guys how everything works and stuff like that, we're gonna take the squad out back and hook the hazmat trailer up to it. Do you want to bring down mini pumper? Okay. 47 minutes of a stream. Very nice. So, like I said, I'm pulling squad 28 out back because we're going to check to see, because I didn't get to see fully how it worked. I just saw that you can hook to the little cube. Like I said, this truck's got different sirens on it. The simple stuff. Like I said, when you join the Discord, there is, like I said, we have training resources, so things you can read to get to know how things work. Most people that are currently in the Discord, I think everybody but 2 people, or everybody but 1, that are currently in the Discord as of this video, are all firefighters, IRL firefighters and EMTs. So if you have any questions for anybody, you ask them. They'll tell you everything you need to know. But aside from that, we do have the trainings and stuff. We have what's known as not maps, but they're like basically a sheet. So those different box areas, there's box 10-1, 10-2, 10-3, and I think there's 10-4, but I think right now we just have 3. But how it works is it tells you what goes. So if it's a structure fire, it's a hydrant area, it's just the engine 10 and engine 10, 10-1 and 10-2. If it's a structure fire in a non-hydrant area, it's 10-1 and tanker 10-1. Working structure fire, we don't do second alarm stuff like that. We just do all call, which is basically the mini pumper, both tankers, both engines, the rescue, the chief vehicle. Sometimes squad 28 for just additional rehab resources, and then an EMS rig for ambulance standby. So like I said, we're going to show you guys how this stuff works. You park the squad. So as you guys can see, the squad can haul the hazmat trailer, and the hazmat trailer does move. But you gotta go slow, or it's gonna skip to the left. So the trailer does move. So that's pretty much aspect of it. Jack, you seeing this? Yep. You just can't detach the winch. You just keep it winched. Well, you got to stop the winch before it reaches. So you got to make sure that it reaches up against the rear step panel there, and then you stop winch. You don't unwinch, and then you just clear the winch thing out. It'll stay on there. Are you at station 10? Yes, you. Okay. Once you get to station... Yep. Alright, I'm out back. When you're backing up the squad with the trailer on it, you really just gotta watch, because sometimes it might veer and slap to the left, so just kind of follow it as it moves. Just trying to back the rig up as slow as possible here. Normally squad will go with the hazmat trailer if it's here. I said the mini pumper also does have one. Like I said, aside from the winch, because that's what you have to use for the squad, because the squad does not have the bubble on the back, which I don't plan on adding it, so it doesn't lag. There's the bubble on the back of the mini pumper that holds this. So what we'll do is we'll hop out. Well, hold on, I'm waiting for Jack to get here so Jack can see this. Like I said, it connects to that white cube right there. The bubble, if you will. The squad, I think, is a 5-seater or 4-seater. Normally, we only expect the rigs to be filled up with 2 people. A driver and a captain. Obviously, the engines are different. We gotta say if we get in, we got like 10 people coming to the shift, and we got a structure fire. It's probably gonna be 4 people in the engine, driver, captain, and 2 people in the back. Driver and at least 1 firefighter in the officer seat, not actually a captain, but in the officer seat for the second engine. At least one driver for the tanker, both tankers. But like I said, the more members we get, the more have that. We have Discord voice channels. So we have Fire and EMS Dispatch, Fire TAC 1, Fire TAC 2. We have rosters for rigs and for membership. So if you're doing strictly EMS, we have EMS all roster, which shows you who's EMT, who's paramedic. You know because if we decide to come up with an EMS chief or an EMS captain, they'll have people in those positions. But the roster shows what everybody is, where everybody is. Then we have the apparatus roster, which basically just sends what all the units are, what their specs are, what the years are on it, and what kind of unit it is, and whether it's in service or out of service. Because sometimes we'll take rigs out of service to be either replaced or repainted or relettered with something new. Get in the squad. It's still attached to the winch. Yeah, but you can't go too fast. So like I said, you gotta winch it, you gotta touch the ball with it. Like you gotta take the winch and connect it right to the ball and then winch in until it's up against that and then stop the winch. And then you just click exit. Don't remove the winch because it'll fall off. But then aside from the EMS thing with us and with the roster there, Fire has the same thing, as well as the Fire roster for membership as well. So it shows you who the chiefs are, who the captains are, who's firefighter, who's probationary firefighter, stuff like that. So we don't currently have the plan on doing a water rescue team. We used to have a boat, but there's not any current like waterways that really require a boat. We have like two decent sized ponds, which aren't really that big for the boat that we have of the size, and the waterways are just too small and too shallow and narrow for a boat. So we don't have any water rescue related things. We will have a call occasionally that will require a rig for water rescue, like if a vehicle goes off into the water. But we won't ever do where somebody's in the water. I mean, if we do, it's going to be, where we have the hazmat trailer with the water rescue suits, and you just put a suit on. But we won't do, like, we won't have a boat or anything, or anything of that nature. We do have people that are hazmat certified. We can probably have a hazmat tech role where people can become, certified in hazmat technicians, so that you're the person that's coming in the mini pumper, to because most likely if we do a structure fire where like there's hazmats involved, we'll probably have squad 28 take the hazmat trailer instead of the mini pumper. But if it's a hazmat related to the fire department, we'll have the mini pumper come down as whether you're a hazmat tech and hook to the trailer and take it. Alright, we're getting toned out or something here. He seems. Alright, we're getting requested to a report of a possible stove fire in a dwelling. Basically structure fire. Received. The new pond? Okay. Go ahead, 10-1. Let me see, what box area is this? Is this 10-2? Town of Bee Grove, outside of downtown. Chief 10-2 dispatch. We see 10-2. Chief 10-2 dispatch. Chief 10-2 engine 10-1. Well, you have 10-1, I have 10-2. Chief 10-2 and engine 10-2 are both going to be in or out. Received, unable to get the fire out. That's right, this engine 10 doesn't have a, Whoa! See, if you go too fast, vehicle accelerates, goes off the road. So especially if you're somebody that's going to join and you're driving the engine, because we do have drivers, evoc, which are drivers training. We'll take you through training and stuff like that to drive. But if you're a driver, do not go that fast. Try to slow down around corners. See, like the vehicle shakes, especially around this corner if you go in too fast, and it'll swerve off and go into the water, and then that's it. We can't respawn the rig. Go ahead, engine 10-1. Received. Alright, so we just got a report from engine 10-1 on the fire channel. They're stating that there's heavy smoke showing from the roof line. Right, received light smoke from the roof. Okay. Oh yeah, I see it. Right to the trees there. You guys can see the smoke. Engine 10-2 to 10-1. We're gonna be arriving on the scene. What's our assignment? Received to the fill site. I turn in the same road, right? Received. Go ahead, Rescue 10. See if Rescue 10 or not. So engine 10's been, 10-1's, or 10-2's been instructed to pull right here into the pond. Start a fill site. If I can get up over this hill that I just miraculously got myself on. We see Rescue 10 on scene. Engine 10-2 dispatch, Engine 10-2, Chief 10-2 on scene, Engine 10-2 is at the fill site. Go ahead, B-Grove A28. ALS 28, go ahead. Received. Ooh, don't know how that happened. So basically this is the pipe that goes to the, We're gonna have to attach it from this side here, hold on. But this right here is the pipe that goes into the water, so we hook it to this. It's basically our standpipe to the water, or a dry hydrant if you will. This yellow cube has a thing right here. Perfect, there we go. Engine 10-2 dispatch. Engine 10-2, fill site's been established. Go ahead, Engine 10-1. I mean, Chief 10-1. You see, dropping a 5-inch Engine 10-1. Go ahead, 10-1. Received. Dragging on supply line. Pull out past engine 10-1 off in the little dirt. Pull off right here, just past 10-1. Stand there for rehab. Oh, don't hit me, dang. No, you didn't hit me, but you almost did. You veered in front of me when I was coming through. There we go. Line's been established between engine 10-2 and 10-1 from the fill site. Alright. We got a line here. Oh, I must reset my keyframes first. I'm trying to look for my attack line. I put it in my, my inventory here. Where'd it go? There it is. Gosh dang it. I'm also gonna take a extinguisher. We do have working air pack thing there too. Also, if you're standing still, you will break the door. Pulling the line in, pulling the line in. We do have fire on the stove. Engine 10-1 to the command. We got water on the fire. Chief 10-2 running around. Alright, let's just knock it down with some CO extinguisher here. Just make sure we get it all out. Engine 10-1 to command. Sorry, engine 10-2 to command. Fire's been knocked on the stove. We're gonna be opening up for ventilation. Let me see, 10-1 engine. Like I said, we do have quite the response for most trucks. Obviously, it's Jack driving everything right now because it's just the two of us in here. But we normally, so especially this is kind of a working fire on the scene with smoke. We do have battalion, rescue. It's usually both tankers, but we don't need them right now. Both engines usually come on the first call anyways, and then the EMS rig for rehab. It's basically how we run it. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and shut the line down. Ooh. Keep going down too far. Go. Ventilation's been set up. We got smoke coming out of the door and the windows here, just trying to get it all out. Now we have not, I mean, we've been thinking we have to make a second station, of course in time with new membership, station 10 and 20. If it comes to it, to where we might think about doing a ladder truck, we will bring back a ladder. We did have one on our previous map. It was a tiller, like you see in big cities. But we got rid of it because this is kind of like a country map. But part of the map is country, the other town. The other one seems to be by our own, because we are putting stuff in the game. We can put a whole big town with big apartment buildings and stuff like that if we wanted to in this area, which is part of the plan here soon, farther down past Station 10. But another ladder truck at Station 20 would be pretty cool. Fire has been extinguished. We've started ventilation. We can start wrapping units up. Go ahead, 10-1. Proceed, engine 10-1, breaking down the fill site. Rescue 10 is clearing. Proceed, rescue 10 back in service. So sometimes we have to self-dispatch and act as dispatch. Sometimes it's me, sometimes it's Jack. Sometimes it's our captains, because we don't actually have a dispatcher. Now, it would be nice if there anybody that is interested in doing strictly dispatch. So you'd be our dispatcher. It'd be really nice, but yeah, like I said, we're looking for anything: dispatcher, fire, EMS, and of course civilian. For rescue 10 back in station, back in service. So like I said, now you see how this game works. We try to do everything realistic. Engine 10 to command, fill site's been broken down. Are we clear? Good to clear? Received. Received. Engine 10-2 to A28. Alright, A28's returning. 10-2's heading 10-2's returning to the scene to stand by. Go ahead. Go ahead. Received. Alright, so we're being ordered now to take a tick in really quick here, just to check for any, make sure there's no hot spots in the walls or anything like that. Don't need our air pack or anything for this, just that. Where's my tick? Oh, there it is. I forgot it's not listed as TIC. It's actually the whole thing. Dang, just got daytime fast. ALS 28, go ahead. Received. Alright, so like I said, there's nothing going on here so far. We haven't had any heat signatures, anything in the kitchen, nothing in the... Hello. Just spawned in on me. Very nice. Engine 10-2 to command. No, no fire on the walls, no heat signatures. Received. Both engines can clear. Command terminated. Go ahead. Received. Alright, so the chief's gonna stay on scene until code enforcement arrives. Both engines have been ordered to return. So like I said, we had a simple call like that. Now obviously most times we have something as small as a stove fire to a garage fire. Sometimes we'll be on scene for quite the time. So we will have, obviously, hopefully by that time we have additional people in game where we have... Oh, I'm stuck in the tree, very nice. We'll have an additional rig in the station. Or people in the station standing by for additional calls that may come in. Whether it's an EMS call or an additional like brush fire or something like that. There we go. I was stuck in a tree. Some of these trees that does that. Like they're mesh trees, so there's like a mesh cube that sits there in the corner. And if you go too close to the tree, you'll get stuck on it. Whoa. Yeah, I know. Engine 10-1 dispatch. Sorry, 10-2. 10-1 and 10-2 are both back at the station, available. What in the world? There we go. I wasn't backing up. I had to go forward, then back. Go ahead, command. Received. Scene turned over to fire investigators and code enforcement. You're clearing the scene. B Grove back in service. So there we go. We're at an hour and 13 minutes. Simple stream. Most times we're in server for about 2 hours, 3 hours, depending on how many people we have. But like I said, I just wanted to get that going there, get you guys the introduction to what B Grove is about. So I am going to cut stream as soon as I park this engine in the station here. Like I said, I will leave everything in the Discord. Everything in the Discord. Everything in the description of the video, like a little bit of about B Grove, as well as the link to B Grove, B Grove's Discord, so that you could get an application started and everything. Just a siren and pager test. We do not have an additional call. Whoa, very nice. See, I don't know why it does that. There we go. Alright, y'all, I appreciate everybody who came in to watch the stream. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did. This is B Grove, so if you are interested in joining, join the Discord when it's in the link in the description onto the video and start your application. We hope to see you guys at our next few shifts and have some fun. Jack's saying goodbye. I will see you guys on the next stream tomorrow. Goodbye.